So, an interesting idea came across my desk the other day is I want to start with the year I was born, being 1997. I want to go to now, to 2025, and I want to pick my favorite game slash what I think was the best game that came out that year. Yeah, I'm already, oh, dude, oh shit, this is already a tough one. I mean, there's the big one. At least for me, that's like the big one. Is FF7. Mario Kart 64 is also really good. Holy shit. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. God damn it. Tekken 3. Oh man. This is already difficult. Wow, GTA 1 came out that year. Freaking Mortal Kombat mythologies, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, Resident Evil 1 came out that year, didn't it? I think I can safely make my 97 pick Final Fantasy 7. I think I can safely do that. Resident Evil 2 is up there. Resident Evil 2 is but Marvel vs. Capcom is right there too. Dude, Parasite Eve. That's a good game. I can safely put Resident Evil 2 in the 98 spot. Smash Bros. That's significant. Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter is the weird one. Silent Hill. Final Fantasy 8. I think Final Fantasy 8's a really slept on Final Fantasy. Oh, fuck. Third Strike came out? Yeah, dude. Oh, RE3 is here. I don't know. I think RE2 is better. I know there's a lot of people that there's a lot of people that will fight over RE2 versus RE3. I know people that like RE3 more than RE2, and I know people that like RE2 over RE3. I'm more of an RE2 guy, and I think having RE2 and RE3 back to back is a little unfair. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna cheat and count it. Deal with that. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Yeah, Chrono Cross was doing stuff. Deus Ex was doing stuff. Majora's Mask, dude. I feel like I missed Ocarina of Time. Like, I think Ocarina of Time came out in 97, right? 97 or 98? Ocarina of Time did come out in 98. I must have just missed that. What do I have in 97? I have RE2 there. I would keep RE2 there over Ocarina of Time. Maybe that's all hot take, but I would do that. Ooh, Perfect Dark's really good. Legend of Dragoon, man. Oh, there's some good shit that came out this year. Oh, Special Forces. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh boy, oh dude, this game is so important to my childhood. Okay, yeah. I mean, again, this is a very me choice. And maybe this isn't what other people are going to agree with, but we're going to go with it. Gotta make sure I get the right one. So 97, 98, 99, 2000. All right, let's go to 2001, where nothing significant happened. Not in the slightest. Nothing happened in the world in 2001. Man, how many times is Pokemon Stadium going to release? That's the second one. That's pretty good. Choo Choo Rocket. Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, it might go to Sonic Adventure 2. It might. Oh. I see. Oh, dude, X-Men Reign of Apocalypse. I remember that game. Halo 1 came out in 2001. That is also... That is interesting. You know, I'm going to say it. As much as, you know, it was a part of my history then, but thinking back on it now, I think Silent Hill 2 is a better game than Halo 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. Lilo and Stitch Pitball. Pick it. We're ready to go. Oh, Fatal Frame came out. That's significant. Pro Skater 3 is great. That's a good Tony Hawk game. Oh, the Spider-Man the movie, the game. Well, there's my baby right there. Holy shit. I don't know if oh, Eternal Darkness is right there. I really, really like Eternal Darkness, and I really want this game to come back in some way. This is an unfortunate name. Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy. I don't want to say it. It's real close. Like, it's just a bit too close to me. Oh, Ratchet and Clank came out. I know whose list that would go on. Not mine, but I know who. Two Towers. Good year. Good year for game. Resident Evil 0. Not as good as Resident Evil 1. Everyone get out of the way. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance is here. MVC 2. Such an impactful and important game to me. But that's the PS2 version, and that version is not good. If I was considering it for... If I didn't consider it for arcade release, then I wouldn't consider it for other releases. So here's the deal. I might, when thinking of like the classics, the you know, the tank controls, fixed camera, traditional Resident Evils, I might think of Resident Evil 2 more fondly. I like the characters more. I like the location more. It is hard to dispute that the remake of Resident Evil is one of the best products Capcom has ever made. Like, there is a argument that is out there that can state that there isn't another Resident Evil or really any other Capcom game as well made as the remake of Resident Evil 1. Drake of the 99 Dragons, dude. Oh man, but that was a cult classic, a hit. There's the North American Pokemon Ruby. That might be it. Fuck me up, dude. Nintendo got some good shit this year. Bro, Battle for Bikini Bottom was the shit. That game was the shit. Oh, Drake of the 99 Dragons, though. Oh, I'm gonna go with my roots. I'm gonna go with what I played as a child and loved and played quite often. We're gonna go with Pokemon Ruby. I played this a fuck ton, and it's good. It's a good game. If I was thinking more clearly, broadly of other people's opinions and the industry as a whole, I would argue that this should go to Snake Eater. If I'm speaking to myself personally, Metal Gear Solid 3 and the older Metal Gear Solids have always been a series that I've always really admired, but I had a hard time getting into because the controls just did not work for me. I just do not like how these games control. I think Metal Gear Solid 3 was greatly improved with more modern interpretations. The remake this year was the first, me playing the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 was the first time I've hit credits in 3, and I had a great time because it controlled well. So for myself personally, I'm not gonna put this on there. I think Halo 3 is still my favorite Halo game, but if I'm gonna think of like the best game that came out this year, for at least for me, I would say it's Halo 2. It's a tie between Halo 2 and Pokemon Fire Red. I'm not even gonna look. I am not even going to look further. Resident Evil 4 GameCube release. Want to specify that it is the GameCube version of the game, not the other version, the GameCube version. Is he the Yellow Avenger because he's pissing? I played this. Oh, Def Jam Fight for New York. That's a good game, but that's the big one right there. That's it right there for me. I played Ocarina and Wind Waker as a kid. Like, I really liked. I think Wind Waker is a great game. There wasn't really a Zelda game that fully took my attention away until Twilight Princess, and maybe it was because I was just a little bit older. I was playing Ocarina of Time when I was like a fetus, and I was like, oh, I'm a child that has thoughts by the time I'm playing Twilight Princess, so maybe that's why. I just really like Twilight Princess. There's some bits in that game that are not amazing, but if I had to pick a game that came out in the year of our Lord 2006, I would pick that. Super Mario Galaxy is pretty significant. Orange Box is cheating. BioShock, it's probably going to be BioShock or Halo 3. Those are kind of the two that I'm looking at for myself personally. God of War 2 is pretty good. I think Halo 3 is a better game than Halo 2, but Halo 2 was the best game that came out that year. Halo 3 was not the best game that came out that year. I think I know the answer to 2008. I think I already know. I'm trying to remember if it came out in 2008 or 2009. GTA 4 is a significant one. I don't love that game, but it is a significant one. Oh, the Iron Man game came out because the fucking MCU started then. I forgot. Jesus Christ. Absolutely crazy that the MCU started in 2008. And there's the fucking Incredible Hulk game. Metal Gear Solid 4 came out the same year that the Marvel Cinematic Universe started. That seems really weird in my head. Oh, there's Devil May Cry 4. I didn't think about that, but that might be there. I'm not going to say that the OG Yakuza 1 and 2 are great games just because they're very old, but they're not bad either. Oh, dude, Bleach Dark Souls. It's the prequel to Dark Souls. They bleached it. They got the bleach out, and then Dark Souls came out in 2010. It was exciting. Okay, I didn't see it. I want to double check. That's a 2009 game. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, that's a tough one. This is the first year that everything that's come out is either like I didn't really play it or I don't really care. Oh, I missed this. Didn't see that. Okay. I'm glad I went through it again. Dead Space. That's the remake. Hold on. We gotta be fair. There we go. That's a really good game. I loved Dead Space back in the day, and the remake is so good. Okay. So, with the research that I have done, I think I know exactly what my 2009 game is. Ooh, but that's tough. Oh, that's more tough than I thought. Oh, that's way more tough than I thought. I was ready to jump in with Batman Arkham Asylum. I was ready, but then I was like, oh, Uncharted 2 came out this year, and Halo 3 ODST, and freaking Resident Evil 5. Like, there's some games. So let's just take a look. Just be fair. Dude, listen, there are 7 people in this world that like Resident Evil 5, and I'm 2 of them. So it's significant to me because I really like this game a lot, and I still do. I'm playing it again right now, like for fun. I'm putting Arkham Asylum here, which kind of bums me out because I don't think Arkham City is going to end up going in the 2010 spot. I think it was a 2010 game, or that might have been a 2011. I don't remember. But Arkham Asylum is like one of the best modern Metroidvanias to exist. It's so amazing, and it showed us a future for superhero video games where they can be taken seriously. Look at, ooh, man, what a year. I remember the Game Awards this year. Neil Patrick Harris hosted them, and the freaking contestants for Game of the Year in a year that had Mario Galaxy came out that year. Mario Galaxy 2 came out that year, and they put Halo Reach on the Game of the Year list. Absolutely crazy. And I like Halo Reach. I like Halo Reach a lot. They put Black Ops, they put a Call of Duty on the Game of the Year nominees when freaking Mario Galaxy was out. Hell, dude, I might put Deadly Premonition on here because I just think that game's niche and weird, and I like it. Mass Effect 2, Red Dead, and God of War 3, I think were the 3 that, like, yep, those are definitely there. So the critically acclaimed titles is Mario Galaxy, Red Dead Redemption. It's probably going to be Red Dead Redemption, man. It probably is. I really like the first hour of God of War 3, and then the rest of it kind of sucks. But Red Dead Redemption right there. Batman Arkham City. Amazing game. It does everything that Arkham Asylum does better. The only caveat is that we begin to see the trend of no matter what the plot is, no matter who the bad guy has been throughout the process, Joker has to be the final fight. Like, Joker has to be the end all in all of these games. Even the ones he's not alive, you know, like it's the beginning of that trend story-wise. But Arkham City freaking blew the world up. Skyrim, I played this game so much. I played Skyrim so much. It might have to just be Skyrim. I don't want to give it to Skyrim, even though I'm like Skyrim's a game I played a lot, but I think I played so much of it I discovered that I don't like it. It's really easy to get lost in Skyrim, but it's definitely not a very well put together game. It's a little messy and clunky, and the combat's pretty mid, and the writing is pretty mid. I'm trying to decide if I like Gears of War 3 more than Batman Arkham City right now, because I might. But I also am thinking about Deus Ex Human Revolution and Dead Space 2. I don't think I'm going to put Dead Space 2 on here. Mostly because I have Dead Space 1 on here. Some of these other games were more impactful to me than Dead Space 2. I think this is a hot take, and maybe this is a hot take. Go back to the Xbox video and see us talk about Gears of War 3, but I'm gonna put Gears of War 3 right there. I liked that game a lot. And also Arkham Asylum's right there. Walking Dead Telltale started this year. That's significant. I know other people are gonna fucking freak out over Fire Emblem Awakening, but I'm not. Ooh, Dishonored, that's a really fucking good game. I am skipping Dark Souls 1. Let's talk about Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, though. Oh man, Gotham City Imposters got slept on, dude. That game was so great. Dishonored 2 might be on here too, depending on what else came out that year. I don't remember, though. Critically acclaimed, yeah. GTA 5, BioShock Infinite, and The Last of Us. Those were the big ones that came out this year. We have made it to the Wii U, guys. This is exciting. Oh, I think this is it. Actually, I'm glad I dug deep. I gotta make sure I don't go over just the critically acclaimed, because the niche ones can end up being the ones that I like the most, because Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance was fucking amazing. This is still probably my favorite Metal Gear game. It definitely is it is more than likely my favorite Metal Gear game. Followed by Death Stranding 2. We have made it to the PS4. Yeah, we were getting a lot of mobile, like iOS versions of older games here. Wolf Among Us is good. Oh, the remaster of Last of Us. That's actually pretty significant for this year. People played it on it's a PS3 game, but it showed up right at the end of that era, so it was like, okay, everyone played this shit on PS4. I'm gonna do something kind of wild. I'm gonna put PT here, because this PT blew the world up. And I feel like more than anything else, this is what was being discussed. I didn't have a PlayStation 4 at the time in 2014. I got my PlayStation 4 in 2015. Like, this is all people were talking about. People were playing it. I watched several different people on YouTube playing this game. I dug deep into this game, this little fucking demo. I'm gonna have a look just in case, but I'm pretty sure I have my answer for 2015. I don't like, it's just a thing, and if you know me, you know this is going to be here. It's 2015. I have graduated high school. I am handed several hundreds of dollars from various friends and family on congratulations for graduating high school. They are handing me a little bit of money to help me for my college education. Now, it's not enough money where like that can make a substantial like mark on your tuition. Maybe it can go towards books, but if you're renting all those books, it doesn't super matter. Or checking those books out at the library or renting those books, it doesn't super matter. I'm an 18-year-old boy. All he wants to do is play a PlayStation 4. So he buys a PlayStation 4, goes to the GameStop and says, hey, I saw on your website that there's a bundle with the PS4 that comes with Last of Us Remastered and Bloodborne. Is that true? And he's like, I don't think that's true. Here is the ad on your website. I think this was meant to go down a couple of days ago. However, because it's on the website, we will honor it. So they handed me a digital code for Last of Us Remastered and a physical version of Bloodborne. I then bought Batman Arkham Knight to go with it and started my PlayStation adventures with 3 games, and I couldn't put Bloodborne down. Love Bloodborne. Here's the deal. I was ready to jump in and just say it's Dark Souls 3, but Dishonored 2 and Uncharted 4 are here. Titanfall 2 is also great. I don't think it hits the top like these other games do. Uncharted 4 arguably is still the best game Naughty Dog's ever made. Elden Ring is their best game ever made, and I'm not going to dispute that, but it has the open world formula that I don't really care for. Dark Souls 3 is traditional Souls perfected. Dishonored 2 has some of the best level design in all of video games. It's genuinely an achievement in design. I'm in a tough one. It's between Dark Souls 3 and Uncharted 4. It's really tough. Dark Souls 3. Are there better games that came out that year? Maybe. Do I care? Not really. Yakuza 0 is one of my favorite games. It's in my top 3 favorite games of all time. God of War did come this year. And Red Dead Redemption 2. Never mind. This real? That's not real. I thought it came out in 2020. This is lying to me because this is saying a different thing. That's not true though. I do know Red Dead Redemption 2 and God of War, and this is tricky because I think like 5 years ago, if you had asked me this question, I'd say Red Dead Redemption 2, but honestly, I'm gonna tip the favor towards God of War. Brought this franchise in a direction that I actually could really appreciate. Because prior to this, I didn't really care. Just didn't really care about the games all that much. Oh shit. There's a game that I've actually never technically gotten hit credits in, or does a remake take it for me? A different version of Resident Evil 2 hits the field. And that's just how it is. It is a remarkably made remake, and it started the remake trend. Things like FF7 Remake and FF7 Rebirth, as well as the Silent Hill 2 remake, would not exist if not for this game. Hey, these nuts fit in your mouth. Put this there. You could argue that FF7 Remake is the thing that should actually be here. Like, truly. Should it be there? Maybe. Last of Us Part 2 came out this year. The remake of Demon Souls for... Oh, we've made it to the PS5. Holy shit. Holy goddamn shit. Demon Souls Remake came out that year. We're catching up quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Hades. It's in my top 10. It's in my top 10, probably closer to my top 5 or top 3. I'm playing through It Takes Two right now. It's very fun. We're having a very good time with this game. Dude, Metroid Dread is probably my favorite Switch game. Hitman 3 is such a good... Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. Oh, man. Okay, so I missed this. I didn't see it on the list. So where is it? So this is 2020, 19, 18... Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. So unfortunately, Hollow Knight doesn't get to stay here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry. After having played it as much as I have up until this point, I haven't even hit credits yet, and I'm far from it. I would consider it though. I would. I've been really enjoying it. You know, in all honesty, I think I actually am gonna give this to Death Stranding Director's Cut. As just like I returned to it this year. Obviously, you saw on the channel. I did really like it. It's not a perfect game, but honestly, of the things that I'm kind of noticing of, like, because I played Village and liked it. I played Rift Apart and liked it. I played Metroid Dread and liked it. I don't think any of those games really like struck me as this is extremely important and significant. Never mind. Sorry, Death Stranding, you're gone. I didn't know. Rip to this franchise. I don't know if we're gonna get another one, and if we do, it's not gonna be our boy here. It's gonna be somebody else. Maybe Kaito. But Yagami, it's not gonna be him. But Kaito maybe. I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna take this spot. I do. I just want to make sure. This was the year that it was God of War Ragnarok versus Elden Ring, right? Like Elden Ring was just like, it's gonna win, and everyone was like, oh god, what are we gonna do? Elden Ring. It'd be so funny if I put the remake of if I put Resident Evil 2 and the remake of Resident Evil 2, then Dead Space and the remake of Dead Space on here. It'd be really funny if they were all on this list. I don't think they are. You know, I can't make the argument. I really can't. Not that much. It's not my favorite Souls game. It is not. But I can't take away that this is probably the most remarkable open world experience a company has ever made. It just does it perfectly. It just does everything. It perfects. I think what it does more than anything is it does everything that Elden Ring is a game built off of what Breath of the Wild started with open world games. And then, in my opinion, perfected that system. We don't have Elden Ring without Breath of the Wild. We are in a unique spot here. Baldur's Gate 3 is easily the best game that came out that year. I'm not going to make any arguments against the fact that Baldur's Gate 3 was the almost objectively best game that came out in the year of 2023. This is the remake of Resident Evil 4. Difference between original RE2 and remake RE2 allows them to stand out a bit more. When the remake of RE4 is just here is a version of the game that runs better, looks better, and plays better. And then that's about it. There is some changes to the plot. It's an amazing remake that I love dearly. It didn't necessarily need to exist though. I'm happy the remake of 2 exists. If the remake of 4 never came out, I wouldn't be disappointed because Resident Evil 4 is still a good game to play. See, now I'm glad I went to IMDb. Thank you, IMDb. Because I have to make a decision. Do I put Cyberpunk 2077 here because of a DLC? Because this DLC fixes the game in this year, but it doesn't come out this year. But the year that Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, it sucks. Or does Alan Wake 2 go here? Then there's Lies of P. Here's the deal. I think Lies of P is a phenomenal game. I don't think Lies of P hits the mark of this is the best not From Software Souls game ever made without its DLC that came out this year. So I personally wouldn't consider Lies of P for my favorite game that came out that year, because when that year of gaming, it wasn't my favorite game that came out. I'm opting, because it was more just of an expansion and a patch, I'm giving this to Alan Wake 2. I need to go back and replay this game. I loved it. I love Alan Wake 2. One of my favorite horror games ever. All right. Gosh, do I even remember what came out last year? Here we go. All right. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth was absolutely my favorite game that came out last year, and is arguably like next to, could replace, it's up there with Yakuza 0 and one of my favorites of the franchise, easily. I loved Yakuza 8. We talk about 2025. The year is not over yet, so this is the part that can change. Here's where I'm thinking right now. If I had to pick right now, what is it? It's Expedition 33. Like, that's just how it is. It is Expedition 33. Ghost of Yotei, Silk Song, and Hades 2, I haven't fully played. Technically, I've played Hades 2. I played early access for 3 to 6 hours, and on the day it came out for early access, and went, I'm going to really like this game. I'm not going to touch it until 1.0. When Hades 2 drops and I play it, there is going to be a very long internal conversation between me and my brain about Hades 2's placement on my 2025 list and where Expedition 33 goes. I'm not playing Silk Song until I beat the first game, which is I'm taking my time. And Hades 2 comes out soon, so it's gonna take even longer. Ghost of Yotei is not even out yet, and I'm very excited to play Ghost of Yotei. I'm looking forward to it. I think that game is gonna be great. What I can say is this is the list for these. This is my favorite, or I think the best game that came out that given year, from the year of 1997 to 2025. I was thinking there was gonna be more Resident Evil on here. There are 3 Resident Evil games on here, and 2 of them are the same game. I want to give a personal shout out to the remake of Silent Hill 2, which is great. But OG Silent Hill 2 made it. I feel bad that Silent Hill 3 didn't make it. Oh yeah, no, we have Resident Evil remakes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 Resident Evils. But we also have a Silent Hill 2, a Dead Space, and an Alan Wake 2. So my survival horror bug continues to grow. Dishonored 2 would be on here if not for the game that's replacing it. That game's so good. Infinite Wealth's like, if Yakuza 0 isn't my favorite Yakuza game, Infinite Wealth is. God of War 2018 is amazing. Elden Ring, yeah, it's like I could sub out Elden Ring for God of War Ragnarok. I could. Elden Ring was just very, I've platinumed Elden Ring twice. And I had to do the work. I couldn't auto pop. I had to do the work. So I definitely liked the game. Solid 28 years of life and some video games I've been playing. Good times. Really good times.